Welcome to the Level 1 class. We have Percy Fuentes, our amazing model, going to demonstrate this class for all of us today. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Begin by grounding down through the hips. Allow the body to melt into the floor. Use the breath here to start to explore your body without judgment. Letting the inhale and exhale take you into yourself. And begin to expand your breath using 360 degrees of your lungs, using the back body, using the diaphragm. Inhaling from the nose to the bottom of your belly, expanding and allowing the full breath to leave on the exhale. As the breath grounds you, set an intention. What is it that is your lesson of the day today? Let that lesson enter you with every inhale. And your barriers towards it leave with every exhale. And if they don't, no worries. No judgment. Resistance is not a problem. It's simply a message. It's an indication of where we are right now. And take a deep, full breath. Expand in every direction through the ribs. Sigh out the exhale. One more time, just like that. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to Om. Namaste. Softly open your eyes and make your way to standing at the top of your mat. Ground down through your feet, finding the space that you need. So it might be toes together, it could be hip distance, it could be crazy wide. What do you need to find your foundation? No one else can be grounded except for you. No one can ground you, only you can ground yourself. And press down through the feet. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Bend your knees until the fingers can touch the floor. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet all the way to the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in to press through the fingers and toes. Exhale, knees lower, chest and chin to the mat, bum to the ceiling. Peel the heart forward with an inhale, drawing it past the fingers, up to the ceiling, cobra pose. Exhale, roll over the toes, hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to get a long, low back. Pedal the feet from side to side. Press through your fingertips to reach the hips up to the ceiling, long and strong. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, step both feet forward to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, full chest to thighs. Bend the knees ever so slightly. Inhale, hands roll all the way up to the sky, chest between the fingers. Exhale, hands to the heart. Samastatihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, heart and hands up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, head to the floor. Halfway lift with your breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet to the back of the mat. Full breath in to ground through the fingers and toes. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Cobra pose, pull your heart forward as the elbows draw to the hips. Exhale, press through the fingers, roll the hips to the ceiling, down dog. Wiggle those hips from side to side or find stillness, whatever you need here to get that mobility through the low back, the hamstrings, the hips, the shoulders, the grounding to the floor. All of these vital parts of our practice. Bend both knees with your breath in, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or float forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press through the toes to reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, hands float. Exhale, fingers together, hands to the heart. Utkatasana, chair pose. Press the hips back as you bend the knees, super strong. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Halfway lift with the inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet to the back of the mat. Full breath in here. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend the elbows, heart rolls forward. Peel the chest up to the sky. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll the tailbone back and up. Now, whenever we flow, you can always take the knees down to our cobra pose version of these sun salutation flows, our vinyasa. Very important to listen to the body, not push past your shoulders, but to find the place that allows you to be yourself. Right leg lifts with an inhale, hips square. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, left knee lowers to the floor. Crescent lunge. Inhale, chest lifts to the sky. Exhale, press the right knee forward so it gets deep and long. Long, happy stretches here. Every breath in reaches the heart and hands a little higher. Every exhale presses the hips a little lower. One more deep inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower. Your version, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog on the inhale or cobra. Exhale, roll the hips to the ceiling, down dog. Left leg presses to the sky. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Right knee lowers to the floor. Inhale, deep crescent lunge. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, left knee this time reaches towards that big toe. Keep the hips squared, yes, and then draw that hip or the knee a little further forward. Deep breath in, reach your heart to the sky. One last breath out here. Inhale, lift the fingers. Exhale, dive. Plant the hands, step back, lower your breath. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips wiggle side to side, taking a couple breaths in our down dog here. And bend both knees with your inhale. Gaze to the fingers, step, walk, or float all the way to the front of the mat. Halfway lift with an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up to Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastatihi, straighten through the legs, hands to the heart. Nice. Utkatasana, this is an awesome pose. Find that power in this chair. It's actually your awkward pose, so it's totally cool to feel awkward. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, dive. Plant the hands, step back, top of a plank. Full breath in here. Exhale, lower, your version of Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Left knee lowers down to the floor. Inhale, arms lift up, shoulders stack over hips. Full breath out. Option here to keep the back knee to the floor, or you can straighten through the left leg, come into a high lunge. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, twist. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, same way, twist. One more time. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Both arms lift with the breath in. Exhale, dive. Plant the hands, step back, lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the breath in. Exhale, roll that tailbone up to the sky, down dog. Left leg presses up with your inhale. Exhale, left foot between the hands, right knee lowers. Low lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Full breath out here. Option for the left knee to lift on the inhale. Exhale, twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. One more time, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Both arms reach to the ceiling with an inhale. Exhale, plant hands, step back, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep those elbows stacked over the wrists. Inhale, up dog or cobra, heart peels forward. Exhale, roll the tailbone up to the sky, down dog. Hips wiggle again if you need to, or find whatever you need in this down dog. Bend both knees, inhale. Exhale, step, walk, or float, feet forward. Inhale, heart presses forward. Exhale, chest to thighs. Plant the feet. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to the heart. Nice. Inhale, sink your hips back down, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive, plant the hands, step back, top of a plank. Full breath in. Exhale, your Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Now as we flow through class, if you need to, just go step straight back to a downward facing dog. Cut the vinyasas out if you're having issues with them today. Totally all right. But from here, right leg lifts with breath in. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Left heel down to the mat. Warrior one. So left toes point to the top corner. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, plant through the outside edge of that left foot. Start to draw your left hip forward, right hip back as the thighs hug in towards the bone. Nice work. Couple more breaths. Inhale to straighten your right leg. Left hip presses forward. So you might need to step your left foot a little closer in to get a stronger inner rotation through the thighs. Lovely, Percy. Then reach your arms up with a breath in. Exhale, hands to a T. Keep the arms nice and long here. Then on your next breath out, hands to hips, shoulder or elbows in, or hands to opposite elbows. Maybe even reverse prayer if you really want. Purvottanasana. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, fold forward as long as you can keep the low back strong, heart pressing forward. Purvottanasana means intense chest stretch, not I'm going to take my nose to my toes pose. Beautiful. Keep the left hip pressing forward as the right hip draws back. Lovely adjust there, Percy. Take a deep breath in to anchor through your feet. Full breath out. Then release the hands. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, fold towards the front foot. Bending down, maybe taking a little bend in the right leg as much as you need to take those fingers to the floor, chest to the thigh. From here, start to press the right leg straight as the left hip presses forward. Only going as intense as you need. Now, if you really want a bit more, you can start to walk the fingers towards your left foot as the head hangs heavy, so your back foot if you want. Nice, Percy. One more full breath in to plant through the feet. Full breath out. Inhale, lift both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, dive. Plant the hands, step back. Lower down through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Left leg presses straight up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Right heel plants this time. Nice. Inhale, warrior one. Arms lift to the sky. Exhale, ground down through the feet to get even more connected. Every inhale pulls energy up from the floor, and every exhale hugs the hips in to find that engaged, centered posture. And explore your breath. Is it getting shorter? Is this more intense? Why is this not like a child's pose? That ease of effortless effort. One more full breath. Full breath out. Then straighten your leg with an inhale. Left leg presses straight. Maybe step the right foot forward till the hips are square to the front of the mat. Deep breath in. Reach the fingers. Exhale, arms to a T. We're taking a bit of a slower transition here so we can find our shoulder blades. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down the back. Nice. Take an inhale to press through the fingertips. Exhale, hands to hips or hands to opposite elbows, or maybe even reverse prayer. From here, broaden the collarbone, lift the heart up with an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Maybe not even halfway, but you might be able to. Doesn't matter. Finding that place that lets you keep your heart pressing forward. Just like halfway lifts. Your Ardha Uttanasana. Now, if you're finding this pose very difficult to balance, just take your feet hip distance apart. One more full breath in. Side out. Release the hands. Inhale, arms lift up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Bend the left knee if you need to take your fingers to the floor. Don't punish your body for your hamstrings tightness. Then once you're in this long, happy place, start to work the left leg towards straight. Don't worry if your pose doesn't look like Percy's. It's your pose, no one else's. Two more breaths. And inhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky, rise up. Exhale, dive, plant the hands, step back, lower your Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Wiggle the feet from side to side. Give a little pedal back and forth. Inhale, gaze towards the fingers. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink those hips back. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. And inhale, arms lift up to the sky. Exhale, hands to hips. Press down through the right foot on the inhale. Exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat for a high lunge. Then rotate your left heel down to the floor so the arch of the right foot the heel of the right foot intersects the arch of your left foot. Ground down through the back edge of that left foot. Inhale, press the arms parallel to the floor, extending through the fingertips. Shoulders stack over the hips. And take your gaze down towards the right knee, making sure that it's tracking straight over top of the heel. Nice and strong as the right thigh begins to work towards parallel. Keeping that anchored power in this pose. Without letting your legs move. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, expand through the right finger. So reach your right fingertips forward. Exhale, right forearm on top of right thigh. Then sweep the left arm over top, swinging the bicep over your ear. Pinky toes towards the floor. Extended side angle. Long from the outside edge of your left foot up through the left fingertips. Solid, straight line as possible. It's nice to check our right knee, making sure we haven't lost that engagement in this pose. It tends to want to pop in a little bit. 2 more breaths. Inhale, warrior 2, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, straighten through your right leg. Press down through both feet, maybe even shorten the stance. Then inhale, lengthen through the right fingers. Exhale, right hand to thigh, shin, ankle, foot, or floor. Pressing your heart up and open with an inhale to twist your chest parallel to the side. Now, if your heart is not pointing to the side of the mat, simply take your right hand higher on your leg, allowing yourself to find that open, powerful triangle. Couple more breaths. And inhale, straighten back up, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, rotate to the other side of the mat. Left foot points forward, right toes to the outside edge. You might need to adjust your stance, coming from triangle to warrior 2. That's totally okay. Grounding down through the ball of the left foot and the outside edge of the right foot. Feel this energetic connection to the floor. From there, work that strength up through the legs, keeping the left knee tracked directly over top of the left heel. That power then flows to the pelvis, which shoots up the spine, out through the crown of the head, and extending from your fingers. Engage from the toes to the head. Couple more breaths in our warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze forward over the left hand. Inhale, expand the left fingers forward, reaching through the fingers like you're trying to touch a button. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Inhale, right arm sweeps over top of the head, expanding from the right heel down through the fingertips. Then make sure that left heel is still left knee is still stacked over the heel. Couple more breaths. Take one more full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten through the left leg. Maybe shorten the stance or not, it's up to you. Then take an inhale to lengthen forward the left hand, send the right hip back. Exhale, hinge forward, left hand towards shin, ankle, thigh, or floor. Heart presses up and open. Shoulders stacked. Even, deep back body breath. Just like a child's pose. 2 more breaths. Take a deep breath in to ground down through the feet. Full breath out. Inhale, square up, straightening up, shoulders stack over the hips. Exhale, hinge the left toes to point forward to the outside edge of the mat. Nice. Both feet parallel. Hands to hips. Take a deep breath in to lift your heart up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and hinge the forward all the way down to the floor. Hands reach towards the mat for this version of our Prasarita Padottanasana. Bending through the knees as much as you need to keep pressing the tailbone up to the sky, eventually working the legs towards straight. Don't force it. We want to keep this long, low back in our pose. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Ground down to the outside edge of both feet. Feel them connect to the floor, that engaged IT band. And inhale, rise all the way back up, arms lift to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders up to the ears with an inhale. Exhale, fingers to heels. Try to draw your hands as low as possible. Deep breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge forward. Again, feel free to bend your knees. Prasarita Padottanasana C. The elbows can always bend. The head hangs heavy. Gaze is softly melting towards the wall behind you. One more full breath in, side out. Then release the fingers. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Full breath out. Inhale, hands lift to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, fingers all the way down to the mat. Head towards the floor. From there, you can walk your hands towards the outside edge of the feet, the ankles, or maybe even take the big toe lock. Peace fingers wrap around the big toe. Shoulder blades draw down the back as the top of your head melts towards the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana D. Wide-legged forward fold. Two more breaths. Release the toe lock. Inhale, rise all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, dive. Plant the hands beside the right foot, swinging forward. High lunge, deep breath in. Exhale, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Lower through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Bend both knees with your breath in. Exhale to step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. For fun, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten through the legs, hands to the heart. Make sure the big toes are touching, heels slightly apart. And plant down through your right foot. Inhale, hug your left knee up into your heart. Give it a big squeeze. And exhale, find your tree. So left foot to the thigh, the shin, or even toes to the floor. But the goal of this pose is to keep our hips square to the front of the mat and draw your left knee up and out to the side. Anchoring down through the right foot without a strong, rigid posture. Rather, we're finding the micro muscles of balance. We're finding the stability in the core to just be ourselves in our tree and breathe. Full back body breath. Allow your neck to relax. It's not going to keep your ankles strong. And inhale, left knee lifts back up into your heart. Exhale, press your left foot towards straight. Your version of straight might not be as straight as Percy's. Doesn't matter. Toes wiggle, maybe even give a little jazz hands off to the side. Nice. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release both feet down to the floor. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Reset your foundation. Shake it out. Standing balances can be stressful, so just let it go. If it's stressing you out, don't go so deep. Now ground down through your left foot. Feel it connect into the floor. All four corners of the foot pressing down like tree roots growing into the mat. And inhale, left knee lifts up towards your heart. Exhale, left or right foot, finds the inside of the left thigh, shin, ankle, or toes to floor. Notice how I didn't say your knee. There's no pressure on the left knee. Then press down through the left foot to engage your left leg so it's pressing into the right foot. Your right foot standing on your left leg. It's not just hanging out there. They're engaged in this solid connection. Couple more breaths in your tree. Rikshasana. Take a deep breath in. Side out. Left knee hugs up, or right knee hugs up into your heart. Exhale, press the right leg straight. Toes lift those up to the ceiling. Full breath out. And maybe find your jazz hands on this side. Don't take yourself too seriously. Nice, a little bit more jazzy. Maybe wiggle from side to side. What about jazz foot? Deep breath in. Exhale, release both feet down to the floor. Shake the hips from side to side. Give it a little shake out. Maybe deep breath in. Arms lift to the sky. Exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, let it out. Nice. Then inhale, Utkatasana. It's not an Utkatasana unless it's fun. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower your Chaturanga Dandasana. One motion. Nice. Cobra or up dog on the inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Right leg lift to the ceiling. Exhale, step the right foot forward and lower your left knee down to the mat. Now, if this is uncomfortable on your knee, please just fold your mat over so you've got double the cushion, or even place a blanket or cushion on your knee. From here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips stack over the left knee. Nice. Half splits, right toes up to the sky. You can even take that right heel a little further forward if you need to. Couple more breaths. Keep the hips square as your heart presses forward. Melt towards your thigh. If you really want to go into full splits, you can start to work the legs further and further apart, but keep the hips square to each other. Couple more breaths. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Then inhale, slowly walk your left knee forward until your right knee is stacked over top of the left heel for a lunge. From here, in our nice lunge, take a deep breath in, then exhale, rotate your right toes to point to the outer corner of the mat. Start to draw onto the blade of the right foot. Keep your ankle engaged, your knee engaged, so that the knee is drawing out to the side, but all the motion is coming from your right hip. Now, if you want more power or more depth in this pose, start to walk your left knee further back, coming into a funky pigeon splits pose. Keep the left knee drawing off to the side, right knee off to the side. 2 more breaths. Then take a deep breath in, full breath out. Plant the hands and slowly walk yourself back forward. Now heel toe the right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Plant down, right knee stacks over the heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, option for the left knee to lift off the floor, coming to our lizard pose. See how Percy's hips are squaring, not one hip dropping down. From there, start to walk your heart forward, maybe even walking through the fingers, but keep the right knee stacked. Nice. So your fingers can walk forward if you want, Percy. You don't have to, though. And press to the right or that left foot to keep the left hip drawing up, right hip drawing back. Nice. Couple more breaths. Lizard pose. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out, and walk your hands back in line with the right foot. Plant down through both fingers. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Shake the hips from side to side. You can even take a couple circles with that left leg or right leg. And plant the right foot down to the floor. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee lowers to the floor. Prepping for Hanumanasana, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips stack over the right knee this time, coming onto the heel of the left foot. You can always bend your left knee here, taking as much as you need to get out of the hamstring and start to find your hips. Then from there, start to melt your heart forward, working the left leg towards straight. Again, if you want to come into a full splits, keep the hips square and engaged as you start to walk your right knee further and further back. Slightly different than the dancer version. Two more breaths. And inhale to walk your right knee further forward till the left knee stacks. Exhale, left toes point to the top corner of your mat. Engage that right ankle. So notice we want to keep a long, strong ankle so that it doesn't dump into the joint. Knees engaged as it starts to draw to the outside, so this comes into our hips rather than into our knee joint or our ankle joint. If you feel this in either of those, please back off. Now, from there, if you want more, start to walk your right knee further back. Taking a couple breaths in this funky pigeon awesomeness. Even though it's called funky pigeon, it's not working to pigeon pose. It's working towards head, foot behind the head splits. One more full breath in, full breath out. And plant the hands. Slowly walk yourself back forward, keeping the ankles strong to protect the knee. Exhale, heel toe the left foot to the outside edge of the mat. Plant the knee down, stacking it over that heel, square through the hips. Option to lift the right knee off the floor. Long, you're like a sprinter about to jump forward out of the blocks. From there, keep the bend and the engagement in the legs so that the heart can evenly melt towards the floor. Shoulders are square to each other, flat to the mat. Nice. Finding this strong, deep lizard on. Nice work, Percy. One more full breath in, full breath out. And slowly inhale, walk your hands back in line with the left foot. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Pardon me. If you need to take some wiggles, some circles, it's all good. And plant both feet down to the floor. Inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to the right wrist, ankle towards the left wrist, shin parallel to the floor. Now, if your foot's not going to get parallel, do not worry about it. You can always walk the heel closer towards the left hip. The key here is no pain in any of our poses. Ankle or shin presses to the floor, then send your whole body back just a little bit more. Nice. If this is too much or you're feeling pain at any point in this pose, please thread the needles. There's a little bonus video attached that has that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to melt your heart forward. Couple more breaths. And then take a deep breath in, full breath out. Plant the hands. Slowly walk yourself back up Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, step the right foot back to a three-legged down dog. Take a couple circles with each breath. And slowly plant both feet back down to the floor. Inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left wrist, shin to the floor. Ekapadaraja Kapotasana. Squeeze through the thighs. So you're hugging the right hip forward, left hip back, trying to find a level, flat pelvis. Then inhale, the heart lifts to the sky. Exhale, begin to fold forward as far as feels good for you. Now remember, this side, both sides are not even in our bodies. They're very asymmetrical. So don't push past pain on one side just because you can do it on the other side. Instead, find the variation that works for you. Couple more breath. Ekapadaraja Kapotasana is your one-legged king pigeon pose. It's a standing pose still, so it can be quite engaged through our legs. Quite intense posture. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out, then walk your hands back towards the left shin. Inhale to rise your heart, lift your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back, three-legged down dog. Take a couple circles, playing around with it. And when you're ready, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up to the sky, full breath in. Exhale, step the right foot all the way forward between your hands. Left knee lowers to the floor, low lunge. Now walk your left hand off to the outside edge and rotate the fingers to point away from your foot. This opens the shoulders. Tent through the fingers. And inhale, right arm lifts up to the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, take the right hand, bend the left knee until you take your right hand to the left foot. This is a great place for a strap. So watch the other video for the strap. Take a deep breath in, full breath out. Couple more breaths, finding your twisted lunge. One more full breath in. Exhale, dive, plant both hands down to the floor. Low lunge, full breath in, keep the chest parallel to the mat. Exhale, step the left or right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee lowers to the floor. Another nice fun thing you can do here is take your right knee as far back as it can go before you come into the lunge. Nice, keep the left knee stacked. From here, right hand plants off the mat, fingers away from the foot. Inhale, left arm lifts to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, left hand towards the right ankle. Then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist your heart up and open. Couple more breaths. The thighs draw together to lift your heart. The whole body is connected here. It's not one part of the body that you're stretching, it's the entire body that's being released. One more breath. And release the right foot. Inhale, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, plant both hands down to the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the right, downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips from side to side. And inhale, shoulders stack over the wrists, top of a plank. Exhale, lower all the way back down to the floor. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Plant through the feet. Roll your shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, pinkies to toes. Then inhale, chest pulls forward as your fingers lengthen towards your heels. Trying to reach towards the back of the mat. Locust pose. 2 more breaths. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, chest to floor. Release the hands, shake the hips from side to side. And interlace the fingers again behind your back. This time take the opposite grip. So whatever hand was on top, the other one now is. Feet can lift. Inhale, hands to feet, chest away from toes. This is an engaged, strong pose. 2 more breaths. Still able to breathe though. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release all the way to the floor. Shake the hips from side to side. Then bend into both knees. Right hand to right ankle, left hand to left ankle. Now if that's not available, please take another locust. Hands interlaced at the back, feet flat to the floor. Otherwise, squeeze through the thighs. Inhale, draw the toes away from your face as the chest presses towards the front of the room. Working the heels to stack over top of the knees. Bending from our thoracic spine, T12, not the low back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release all the way down to the floor. Release the feet to the side, shake the hips from side to side. Then plant both hands under the shoulders, knees to the floor. Inhale, cobra pose, peel your heart forward. Exhale, roll the tailbone up to the ceiling, down dog. Bend into both knees. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or float to seated at the front of the mat. Plant the feet down to the floor, walk them in towards the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your back all the way down to the mat. From there, head rests heavy to the floor. Walk your heels in towards your hips so that the knees stack over top of your ankles. Fingertips might be able to touch the back of your heels. Plant down through the hands, the elbows, the shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart up towards the ceiling as the hips follow. Exhale, press through the feet and thighs to send the chest towards your chin. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Lengthening from our low back rather than compressing. There should be 0 pain. No pain in that low back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. Do one more just like that before we come into a wheel, optional wheel. So reset the feet. Maybe give a couple wiggles of the knees from side to side. Then plant the feet down to the floor. Again, glue through the feet, the shoulders, and inhale, the heart and hips lift up. Exhale, press your chest towards your chin. Option to interlace the fingers and draw the hands to the toes rather than the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to lower vertebra by vertebra down to the mat. One more back bend here. Option to come into a wheel or to keep your bridge. I'm going to instruct wheel, but please take bridge again if that's where you need to be. For wheel, place both hands on either side of your ears. Fingers point towards the heels, shoulder or outer shoulder width apart. And plant down through the hands and the feet. Inhale, lift your chest and your hips up until your top of the head can rest on the floor. Try not to roll over your head. Simply lift up and reset. Hug the elbows in. Press down through the feet. Then inhale, your heart presses forward and up. Lead with the heart, not the hips. Couple more breaths. Drawing through those elbows. Yes. The feet stay planted. No duck feet out to the side. The thighs hug in. One more deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your chin, slowly lower down to the floor so the shoulders come down to the mat. And gently hug your knees into your chest. Give them a wiggle. A nice rock from side to side. The key with wheel is to not push it past your limit. Don't force it. It will come with time. You have a lifetime to get there. Do not force it. Simply let yourself be you. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. And plant both feet down by the hips. Engage the feet. Lift your hips up. And then slightly send them to the left. So press the hips up. And then slightly send them to the left. Place them back down. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Arms out like a T. Exhale, draw the knees over to the right side of the body. If there's a leg variation you want to take here, by all means. One leg can go long, you can take eagle legs, there's lots of options. But wherever you are, keep your left shoulder planted down to the floor and then start to twist your left knee to the right side of the body. This is a beautiful pose. Finally, the last little piece is the head starts to melt towards the left fingers. Take a deep breath in, full breath out, and inhale back to center. Plant both feet to the floor. Scooch the hips over to your right. Take a deep breath in, arms long. Exhale, knees melt to the left. Finding the same leg variation you took on the other side. So many options. Now if you're at home and your knees dangling, you can always place a block under the leg, a pillow, whatever you need. But the important part is your right shoulder, keeping that glued to the floor. Couple more breaths. Exploring the twists with your breath. And take a deep breath in, side out. Inhale back to center. Squeeze both knees into the chest. Maybe take a couple circles with the hips, rock them from side to side. Your choice. And hug the knees back into the chest. Roll forward, back, till you roll all the way up to a seated pose, to Dandasana, staff pose. Legs stretch long. And take your hands to your butt. Peel the right butt cheek back, left butt cheek back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to fold your heart towards your toes. Tuck the chin ever so slightly so that the head can grow long. Trying to reach the crown of your head towards the soles of your feet. Paschimottanasana. Couple more breaths. Trying to grow long in our spine. Every breath in lengthens the spine. And every exhale lets your chest go a little closer to the toes. One more full breath in. Sigh it out. And inhale to roll all the way back up. From here, take the heels as wide apart as possible. Left leg to the left, right leg to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. From there, scoot your bum up and back. Heels plant down, toes to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to melt your heart forward. Everyone's wide-legged forward fold is going to look different. If you get close to the floor, you can always, again, find a pillow or a block to let your head rest, to mat on. Or just rest on your hands if you're all the way down. Plant through the heels. Inhale, walk yourself up to this, back up to normal, to your neutral. Exhale, twist to the left, belly button to the left side. Take a full breath in. Exhale to melt down towards your toes. Again, don't worry about how low you go. Belly button trying to stack on top of the thigh. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist your chest over to the right. And then melt your heart towards your toes. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out, inhale back to center. And exhale, left foot finds the inside of the right thigh, so bend into the left leg. Shavasana, full breath in, tilt the bum back. Exhale, belly button to the right thigh, fold forward. Head to knee is what this pose is called, but it's really trying to get your face past your knee. Top of the head towards the toes. The closer the heel is to your hips, of that left heel, the more intense it will become. So if you're finding it difficult in that left leg, simply walk your left heel closer to the knee or the right foot. One more full breath in, full breath out, and inhale, rock yourself back up. Instead of switching, exhale, left foot steps over top of the right thigh. It's for a seated twist. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the outside of your left leg. Nice. It's nice to take a little counter twist first. Giving yourself that space that every inhale lengthens the spine. Every exhale twists your heart closer to the side of the mat. The longer the spine, the deeper the twist, even if it doesn't feel that way. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw yourself back to center with a little counter twist over to that side. Nice, Percy. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Left leg grows long. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Once you're set, inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, fold belly button to the left thigh. Top of the head towards the toes. Couple more breaths. And take a deep inhale. Full breath out. Inhale to rise back up. Right foot plants the outside of left thigh. You can always take that extra counter twist for a little bit of fun, a little bit of space. Then inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the outside of the right thigh. Nice. Long back. So every breath in tries to lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. Every exhale allows your heart to deepen. Take a full breath in. Exhale, counter twist. Get a nice breath here. Then exhale to release both feet long. Shake the hips out just a little bit first. Then one more seated pose. Take the feet together, knees wide. Baddha Konasana. We're going to take a slightly different variation than our normal one, though. We're going to take that long, deep forward fold. So you can take your heels further from your hips here. Then plant down through the hips. Take an inhale to lift your heart up and long. Exhale, start to melt your forehead towards your toes. If it doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. That's not the point. Allowing the heart to melt, the head to hang heavy, and the knees to sink down to the outside edges of your mat. Your depth, your edge will move. Don't feel stuck to one expression. Instead, allow your breath to guide you into wherever you need to be, deeper, backing off, whatever you need right now. Couple more breaths. Only you know how your body needs to be treated. No matter how amazing a teacher is, they cannot know that. It's for you to discover. Take a full breath to expand through the back body. Sigh it out. 2 more just like that. Inhaling to try and broaden through the back of your ribs. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more time. And release. And slowly walk yourself all the way back up. Hug the knees in, give them a little rock from side to side. And scoot yourself closer to the front of your mat. And lie all the way down onto your back. I'm going to come into shoulder stand, plow, and fish. So another option is legs up the wall. So a happy place to go instead. Or you can go straight to shavasana here if you need to. For shoulder stand, start by hugging the knees in towards your heart. Squeeze them towards your head. And slowly draw the knees towards your face as the hips lift up towards the sky. Hands come to the small of the back. So stay on the small of the back. Elbows hug in. Then tilt your hips so the weight presses into your hands, so that all the weight draws forward into the elbows, not your neck. Your head can actually turn from side to side. From there, start to straighten through the legs. Notice how it's not quite straight and stacked yet. That's okay. Now, if you want to start stacking fully, keep the weight pressing into the elbows. Gently walk the hands down your back so that the weight stays into the hands as the feet start to stack over the hips. There should be no pain in your neck, no weight dumping into the head. All of that strength is in the elbows. It can actually feel uncomfortable in the elbows in the beginning. 2 more breaths. From here, bend into the knees and take your toes down towards the back of your mat behind the head. If the feet don't make it to the floor, that's okay. Just keep a bend in the knees. Then press through your feet to lift your hips up and away. Long back. Halasana. We call this plow pose, but it's actually called poison pose. Allowing the poison to drain out of our throat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, gently lower all the way down, 1 vertebra at a time. The hands can support the back or not. Whatever you need to roll down onto your back. Heels plant to the floor, so close. Heels plant down. Hips strong to the mat, legs long. Hands plant beside the hips. Elbows to the floor. And keeping all of that connected to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, bend the elbows, lift your heart and head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, head melts down to the floor. Relax your belly. This is not a crazy engaged pose. This is about releasing, fingers growing long towards the heels. It's our fish pose. Lord of the Fish, he was the first yogi. He listened to Shiva and learned the secrets of yoga and became human. Couple more breaths. And take a full breath in. Exhale, melt all the way down to the floor. Release your arms as wide as they need. Legs can go a little wider. Palms up or down. Then take a deep breath in. Inside out. And allow the natural rhythm of your breath to return as we enter shavasana, our corpse pose. Finding where we are without judgment, without need to be anywhere else. Allowing the breath to become another thing that we observe. Finding our corpse. This practice is not about power, control, depth of posture. This practice is about you. About the you that's beyond and underneath all of these things. That is you despite your body, despite your experiences, despite your life. It's not the beliefs, what you can and can't do, because beliefs are learned. It's not the body that is you, because that can be changed. It's not your thoughts, they can be forgotten. This practice is about the eternal power that is you, that is your love, that is your essence, that is your soul, whatever you want to call it. And here in shavasana, we're allowing all of that little you, that little self, that learned, that beliefs, to die, to be consumed in this funeral pyre. So that the true you will rise up like a phoenix. From the ashes, you're reborn. Take a deep, full breath to the bottom of your belly. And sigh out the ashes of your body. 2 more times, just like that. Take in as much air as you can. Exhale like a volcano. 1 more time. And release. And start to draw movement back through your fingers and toes. Awakening the body that is yours. Moving it, not being moved by it. And when you're ready, take an inhale to stretch your fingers over your head, lengthening nice and long. Exhale, roll over to your right side. You can use your bicep as a pillow as the knees hug to the heart. Stay here as long as necessary. And then when you're ready, after enough breath, plant through the left hand. Slowly press yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Take a full breath in, sigh it out. Inhale to Om. Namaste. I invite you to stay here in a meditation for 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes, or as long as you need. Whenever you're ready, have a lovely day. Thanks so much. Good luck.